Before I get started, I want to tell you I did see Elon Musk do that nice Spartan salute that kind of looks like the other salute that used to happen back when Hitler was in office. But, it kind of plays to the tune of the less knowledgeable when they were accusing those guys of being Hitler anyway. So since, you're going to call a man out of character and then he starts acting like it, I don't know. But let's go ahead and pay attention to what's going on with all this money being snatched up out of your pockets. So think about this for a second. Are you working harder than ever in comparison to like past work? Yet right now, you're seeing less and less in your bank account. I can tell you that you are not alone. Many people are shocked to discover that significant portions of their income vanishes without a trace. You forgot about individuals that go out and buy these, and I'm about to go through a list of these types of expenses. While these expenses individually seem trivial, collectively they all add up to a substantial sum over time. So let me go ahead. One of the reasons why we started our show late today, I actually have an entire list of stuff that we don't pay attention to on a regular basis that just chews away at our day-to-day expenditures. So take a load of this. A daily latte, swinging around to Starbucks on a regular basis, $35 a week. That's $140 a month, $1,680 annually. Lunch is out, close to $50 a week, around $200 a month, $2,400 a year. Subscriptions, and one subscription, because I'm not going to talk about all the many possibilities of subscriptions. If you just have Netflix will cost you a shit ton of money. But a bunch of subscriptions could accumulate an average of about $20 a week, where you're paying about $80 a month for subscriptions, which is about $960 a year. Impulse buying on a cheap side. You think, I don't really buy that much stuff that often. When you're impulse buying on a cheap side, you could be spending on average an extra $15 a week. And impulse buying could be something like going to get yourself a bag of chips this time around, the family pack, going and grabbing yourself a cake, or grabbing yourself an extra snack, an extra dessert, or something to that effect when you're grocery shopping, or just buying yourself some extra goodies while you're at the gas station. That $15 a week could be anything, where you just randomly saw something cute and decided to get it for your girlfriend. And that ends up adding up to $60 a month, which leads to adding up to about $720 a year. And that's on the low end of things, where you end up spending approximately $120 a week, which is about $480 a month, which is a whopping $5,760 a year. So this shows how seemingly small weekly expenses can translate into almost $6,000 annually. Imagine what you could do with that extra money. So, as this information demonstrates, a few phone calls can result in substantial savings annually. And one of the things that we have to also remember is that housing costs are the largest expense for most households, averaging about $1,050 per month, which accounts for approximately 21 to 33% of monthly budgets. And this is going to be on the low end because we're talking about the average, not the expected, because you understand that in certain parts of the country, in the United States, that you have rent on the high side of $3,000 to $4,000 a month, and in California, you have rent on the low side of $3,000 to $5,000 a month. But nationwide, there are still a lot of places that have rent as low as $800 or $900 a month for multi-bedroom apartments or houses, and they also have areas that do still have 3-bedroom houses for rent under $1,000 a month. So the average of $1,050 per month is the middle ground between the highest rents possible and the lowest rents possible. So your rent might be higher than this, but that also means that this percentage of 21 to 33% of the monthly budget would be substantially higher if your rent is higher. But this will include the rent or the mortgage payments with property taxes and maintenance costs. Now, upgrading to larger homes or more expensive areas can lead to lifestyle inflation. Housing remains a major expense, averaging about 32.9% of the total expenditures of American